It's BudPod 14.
14, we're nice and clean.
Yeah.
I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yes, I shower more, I think, than the average person.
Do you think?
Yes, but that's because on a weekday, for instance...
You shit yourself.
As soon as I wake up, part of the routine, wake up, shit
Yeah.
yourself, have a cup of tea, shit yourself once more, leave the house. I wake up, I have a shower.
Yeah.
I'll go and do the radio show. I'll sometimes run back home from the radio show.
It's one of the maddest things you do.
It's quicker than public transport. But bear in mind, this is at like between 9 and 10 a.m. in like central London.
I know.
Public transport is hell.
But I will run home.
Yeah, that feels like I'm in weapons.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just
That's
like,
insane.
Yeah. But I'll run home. But it's like 10 kilometers and you go 10K is a normal, healthy amount to run. That's fine. You get home, you're sweaty, have a shower. Oh, later on that evening, I have a gig. I'll shower. Also, sometimes if I've had a late night the night before, let's say I've got back late from a gig at like midnight, got up very early for the radio show, just run home. So wake up, shower, run home, shower, have a nap. If I've just had a nap, I got to shower. You got to shower.
You're a nap sweater.
It's not even nap sweating. It's just it's all mouth based. It's the nap mouth. It's that's the horrible, the dry.
So
from the town of Knapmouth.
Could you?
That's the bad when you've been to Knapmouth.
We've gigged in Knapmouth.
We've gigged in Knapmouth. Yeah.
But could your life not be revolutionized by the simple application of mouthwash?
It could, but even
the
then,
shower
I'm like,
for the mouth.
I need to know that the brush was doing its job.
The shower for the mouth.
The shower for the mouth. Yeah, it wouldn't be enough.
You have to put your whole body under the.
And I love to swallow it, so there's that as well.
Sure, and why not?
Yeah.
I sometimes, if I eat a big takeaway curry,
yes,
I want to have a shower afterwards. Is that mad?
It was one of those days. Yeah.
Just because, like, I know there's grease on my fingers.
Yeah,
and I can feel it on like my mouth. I sort of genuinely feel like I need hot water to cleanse me from this gluttony.
I'm of the opinion that I know it's not, but in my opinion is that Madras is hotter than Vindaloo. And sometimes if I have a Madras, I get such a specific reaction, which is the sweat forms in a sort of monk's wig around in a circle just a ring around the top of my head, like the way Hannibal Lecter takes off the top of Ray Liotta's cranium. Like that perfect disc, and it just sweats. It's just a wet line there, and not the rest of me. And that is like, I need to have a shower before I feel clean again.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
Just from Madras?
Just from a Madras, and it's never from Vindaloo. But I don't really get Vindaloo very often. I find Vindaloo tastes so bitter.
I've had Vindaloos before, though, where they've not been spicy at all.
We give the flavour is spicy. That's what you just go, that's not what I'm looking for.
But I've had them before where they haven't done it properly, and they're just, because they've gone like, we know this isn't right, but this is the right flavour we've arrived at, the right level of spice we've arrived at, after years of tedious arguments with awful customers.
Or do you think they've seen you and been like, I'm sick of white guys thinking they can do this?
Yeah, but both though.
And they go, we're going to give you what you think what we think you should have.
But this is the thing, you're ordering the spiciest thing on the menu. I think they should be like, well, buyer beware. You deserve this.
They should do for customers. They should just go, we will let your table think you ordered the spiciest thing, and we'll put a flag in like it's Nando's.
Yeah,
the biggest boy. We'll put in a flag that says the biggest boy. Yeah, and I'd eat that. Yeah,
but it must be because afterwards they're like, that's way too spicy. I want my money back. And they should say, you ordered the I'd like to fuck up my mouth food.
No, I think it's because the staff have to clean their own toilets afterwards. Is what they have to have because a gammon went in and exploded.
Do you think it's that immediate?
I do not know. I just know what men can be. I know what British men are like.
Yeah,
I've been on a flight where there's a queue. Like, it's awful. It's just awful.
I've never had a turdy flight.
Man, I think a lot about that article that was in the Metro years ago. That flight,
the plane had to turn around.
Had to turn around because it was that pungent. And you go, someone's bum was a terrorist.
Someone's bum was a terrorist.
You grounded a plane with your bum. That's such an effective way of doing it. No one got hurt. And that was the Martin Luther King of protest.
Or Gandhi.
Yeah.
Peaceful.
Fully peaceful.
And you can't be x-rayed for smuggling a huge, wretched log. They can't pat you.
If that showed up, they'd pat you down very gingerly, and that's why they wear gloves.
Don't pat them down too hard or it will pop.
Because when they make you stand in the scanner, that is the pose of someone who shit themselves. Yeah. Arms out slightly to the sides as well. But try not to touch their own jeans.
It's a toddler.
It's a toddler, yeah. It's someone about to be lifted up under the arms, isn't it? Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And shit yourself?
It's why they don't get you to take your belt off anymore. They're like, leave the trousers up. Leave the trousers as up as possible.
We're just going to give you these little belts that you can put around the bottom of your trouser legs.
Yeah. And I think that's why you were allowed to keep your shoes on as well, because they were like, people were absolutely great escaping it by the conveyor belts and just letting out bits onto the floor.
God. What do you think happened with that poo, the flight grounding poo?
The person or the turd?
All of it.
The person
what happened?
I
want to Louis Theroux.
They walk among us. As a person who just goes about their day now, they did it. That's them, you know.
Like the Zodiac killer. Anyone in California could be the...
It could be anyone, and every time a detective's walking down the street, he thinks everyone's making eye contact with him. But there was that one in America a few years ago where there was footage of the streak down the plane. At least that Dubai one, it was restricted to the toilet. It was restricted to the toilet, and then what happened was the smell just filled the cabin, and they went, we're going to have to turn around because everyone's crying. But the American one was like, it was on the floor.
But that makes more sense to me because that's a biohazard. It's illegal to continue that flight.
Right, okay.
Because there's a biohazard on the floor.
Biohazard is so funny because I associate it with Resident Evil. I associate it with that danger symbol of the Umbrella Corporation.
Yeah. And the plane should be full of people like zombies animated on quite a short loop.
Yeah. Did you get shit? Did you get shitten?
He's got shite marks.
Yeah. Someone's hiding just like a brown mark on their wrist.
A shit on their arm. Nothing. Just a scratch. Oh, okay.
A scratch?
A scratch from what? Oh, turd. But that makes sense to me because that is someone who's having sort of explosive diarrhea while they're walking down an aisle.
Yeah, I feel like everyone would group together to make that person not feel ashamed because they'd be like, you have not made a decision here. That's a very, very unwell person.
Ill, yeah.
And it's like if someone projectile vomited, you go, there's nothing you can do there. But someone making a decision, go to the bathroom, try and leave and go back to their seat. And you go, which one of you did this? It's like Gosford Park. One of you did this.
The Orient
They're
Express.
among us. Yeah.
Poirot. It was 7 turds.
Yeah.
That's why it was so
It was
bad.
all of them.
Yeah. Piled up.
Every single person did it.
And it became unflushable.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean.
There was one turd mystery where it turned out an orangutan had escaped from a zoo and done an enormous shit. And when you look back, you go, of course, actually, that makes a lot of sense.
It was Colonel Mustard's pipe in the library.
Colonel Must turd. He must.
He must. With his length of pipe in the library.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, yeah, I never thought about that.
Candelabra.
Yeah.
But so here's the thing. That one where it's someone walking down the aisle having diarrhea.
Yeah.
I can stand in the middle there and like mind palace it like Sherlock and be like, whoosh, 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 diarrhea. Whoosh, out of trousers. Whoosh, they walk down the aisle. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Yes, I could see it happening.
Yeah.
The other one I can't.
Well, it's just someone went in and had a bad time and then they tried to leave.
No. There's no... smell has to come from the source, right?
Yeah.
In this case, the source should be being fired through a pressure hoover.
No, but it would just be in the room. It would just be in the room. It's in the ether. It's gone. It's all, you know.
But this is what I mean. The only way that's possible is one, they laid out a truly, truly, truly terrible one.
Yes, they did. It was a spray.
No, I think just a big honking log.
Oh no! I'm in my head. I'm picturing a raccoon. I think it was pure liquid. It went backwards. It was
they got gunged.
It was like, get your own back. Yeah.
Okay, but my point is, either they did a normal one,
yes,
and they just took so long in there that they gave that thing lots of time to fucking
percolate,
Yankee Candle.
Yeah. I think that's what happened.
And so then, even once it got hoovered away, it was still bad enough.
Well, they were probably panicking because it wasn't going. Like they were using roll after roll and trying to get, and it just wasn't going. And then they were just like, well, now I have to leave, and everyone else has met with this wall.
Or it was somehow unflushable.
Yeah.
So the scented candle was eternally there.
Do
you know what I mean? There was no way to get rid of the scented candle. The origin point.
Yeah, and even if that frozen left the plane, that's like one of those meteors that doesn't have enough time to break up in the atmosphere. That probably just really made a large impact. Probably like smashed a car in Ghana.
Wipe out a village.
Yeah.
Give someone superpowers. Standing near it. That's what I mean, is that there's not enough... The logistics of smell...
Yeah.
If someone did a shit in a loo 100 years ago, it doesn't still smell. it needs to still be there.
Yes, yeah. But, but a plane is just a capsule of trapped smells, isn't it?
But people are constantly doing smelly poos on the plane.
Yeah.
So that's always happening. So it's clearly never been a problem till now.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. This has to be, by definition, exceptional. It's not just, well, you go to the loo, it smells for a little bit afterwards. Yeah, but this is beyond that. They've budgeted for that.
Yes.
And they have done for 60 years. This is an era-defining disaster.
Because also, I know that obviously when they open the plane, if you're from outside the plane, you have a guy who opens the plane doors when it lands.
There's a tin of farts.
It must be awful. And I wonder
I've heard it is. The ground crew are like, brace yourself.
I wonder if then that's why they sometimes get you to leave the plane in the middle of the runway and you have to get a bus. Is it because they're like, the pilot rings ahead and he goes, just to let you know.
We've had a
guy was in there for ages. So I think this is going to be, get the buses.
Just to let you know, it's been an incredibly farty crew.
Yeah.
We're like...
particularly turbulent.
we had really bad turbulence. And the air hostesses have sort of Geiger counters for how much people are just farting.
Oh, horrible clicks. Yeah. Should we talk cryptic crosswords?
Yes.
This is what we're talking about just before we started. And it is on this.
Cryptic crosswords, or if you're listening from America, British cryptic. That's what they call it. Because in America, a crossword is never cryptic.
In what way?
It's just...
I find crosswords bullshit, by the way. So I'm not a crossword user.
I like crosswords.
Regular crosswords I find annoying. I find it irritating when it's like 3 letters across and the clue is like boat, comma, notwithstanding. And you're like, where do we begin?
Well, no, but that's what I mean, is that the fact that you think of that as a crossword clue is such an indicator that you are British.
Right.
Because that's a cryptic.
Right. But I don't like the idea of cryptic, because with cryptic it's like you either know it or you don't, because they go, here are the rules. With cryptics, there are rules in place, and once you know those rules, you can solve it in a second.
Yeah.
And that's what I find irritating, because I'm like, well, it's basically like a crossword. They go, right, we find out if today's crossword is in English or French, and it's like a word search. A cryptic crossword to me is the equivalent of a word search, and you go, well, it depends who wrote this word search. Was it the English guy or the French guy? And they go, it's a French guy, and you go, okay, in which case then baguette. Yeah, I can see baguette there.
In most of the world, this is not what crosswords are.
Right. What is the average one? NYT?
No, well, the average one, I just mean the style of clue.
Right.
A normal, in quotes, clue for a crossword in the rest of the world would just be Elizabethan explorer. And the answer would be Drake.
Yeah.
Francis Drake.
Yeah. Impossible action addict, cruise. And then it's 3 across.
Yeah, but even that's a bit cryptic.
Fuck. What? Then you even know what you don't.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah. So it's trivia. It's trivia and word kind of figureality.
Yeah.
So that's what makes British cryptic crosswords so interesting, is that it is a better... You don't necessarily have to know the word sometimes. You can work it out.
Yes.
So I think it is more flexible.
Yes, but I don't like it.
No. No, and they're very hard. Once you learn the rules, it's still really hard. I found that
I prefer that. I'm not, because in my head I was like, once you know the rules, you know it, and it's like, well, it's a language then, isn't it?
No. Once you learn the rules, it's still hard because there's still a riddle aspect to it. You're still trying to decode something, and I find the Telegraph one slightly harder than the Guardian one, but I find them both hard because they're for old people and they're written by old people.
And it's like you're there to spend the day on it. You're here for the day.
But well, unless you're really good at it. But my point more is the references will be like some convoluted clue around like a sitcom from the 70s I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Or like cricket.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, famous cricketer, reversed, question mark? I go, I don't know any
So
cricketers.
you argue that a cryptic crossword should be like non-cultural references, just words.
Like an IQ test.
Yes.
So there are like international cryptic crosswords you can download, and I can do those.
Right, okay.
Because they're trying to do a sort of everybody knowledge.
Yes.
Whereas when they're really, really English, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know that cricketer. I don't know what the ceremonial county's name is.
Yeah.
I'm not from here. I don't know that.
Leisure Centre Star Failed Empire sort of thing. Yeah. Britus. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this came about because myself and the friend who we don't name, to protect their identity, have a running thing we've done for years, which you have described as akin to a cryptic crossword, in which we'll present each other with 2 scenarios and say, what do you prefer? We start off cryptically and then we move.
It's so good, but also you guys have done it for so long that it in the same way that if you get into the mode of being good at puns, you can just do them fluently like a language. The speed with which you guys can come up with these.
Well, it's more, so it would be a case of like, here's a question. I probably haven't asked you this before, but do you prefer a song by this is one of his examples, but do you prefer a song by the Moody Blues or Soiled Hosiery? What do you prefer? I mean, when the other person goes, I don't know, what are you asking? And then you always say, okay, well, if I had to rephrase it, do you prefer Nights in White Satin or Tights That I've Shat In? And I mean, that's the end of the game. That's the end of the game. It happens all the time. Yeah. Would you rather fly with the help of a witch, or would you rather spend some time with a guy who's getting married that evening? I guess what I'm trying to say is, would you rather sit on a broomstick or a groom's dick? What would you prefer? And it's that all the time, and they get longer and longer and more convoluted. And you described it as being like a cryptic crossword.
Yes.
And then what this started was a horrible, as Katie suggested, a cryptic crossturd, in which you and our friend who shall not be named started coming up with decent cryptic crosswords.
Actually, real cryptic crossword clues.
The scatological stuff. Because I was saying that like a regular one, a regular crossword turd-based clue would be awful trouser companion previously met at breakfast. And then our friend who should not be named. I think this is a really good clue. None of the podcast today has been non-turd related. We went straight in.
I know.
We went straight in, and we're sorry. We'll get cleaner on it. We started by saying we're clean.
Yeah.
Our friend who should not be named suggested. This phrase is stated. It's like something Cormac McCarthy would write. It's just gorgeous. Torrential.
This phrase you got so obsessed with. It was like
I couldn't believe it.
Someone fascinated by an emerald. Yeah. You just turning it over in your hands.
Right, let's get this out in one go. Torrential undercarriage rendered devil initially. So initially is initials. So TURD is turd.
Yeah.
But torrential undercarriage rendered devil. And it really stayed with me, the idea of trousers being rendered devil.
Rendered devil.
Is like sighing out of Blood Meridian. It's like
torrential undercarriage as well.
It's like something from The Witch. And then with exclamation marks, which I really preferred. I aero hard. Messy.
So that's messy or explosion or anything like that. In the cryptic crossword means it's rearrange all the letters.
Yeah, like aero is in also the aerodynamicism. The idea of something being thrown or catapulted. I aero hard.
I aero hard is diarrhea rearranged. So I aero hard, messy, is a cryptic crossword clue for the word diarrhea. Brackets British spelling.
One of my favourite anagrams is Radiohead as an anagram of diarrhea.
Diarrhea. Oh, like Mrs. Brown's Boys, diarrhea.
The movie. Diarrhea.
The movie. Diarrhea. That would be a good. You could say, I was. Sorry, I was late. I was watching Mrs. Brown's Boys.
Yeah. It's that. It's then you dropping the kids off at the pool.
Yeah.
Rendered devil.
Rendered devil is poetry. It really got through to you that
the idea of
so long something being rendered unto the devil himself.
Yeah.
It's quite Shakespearean. Oh. Yeah. They shall render us devils.
Yeah. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, so please, look, if you like cryptic crosswords or
send in your dreadful ones, in which we all know what the answer is.
Yeah, the answer is something to the shit. or something horrible. Yeah. But it would be fun to have like a really disgusting, horrible cryptic crossword. I think Viz has one.
Like, oops, returned would be like poos, because it's
reverse. Yes. Or soup. Soup returned and misspelled. There's a clue that means misspelled or phonetic.
Right, yeah.
Soup
sounds like it's been sounds like it's returned.
Soup being returned, I hear.
Right, okay, yeah.
I hear soup being returned. would be poos.
That's what he says. You put your ear up to a cubicle. I hear soup being returned. Someone's getting a refund on their Cullen skink.
Oh, Cullen skinks.
Your Cullen skinks. The idea of someone getting a refund.
I would text British Transport Police if I was in a loo and someone was pressing their ear up against it going, I hear soup being returned. Return to nature, return to the world.
Yeah. Like you'd set tadpoles free after catching them. Yeah. It's like once you take a picture of the fish, you put it back in the lake. Getting a refund.
Getting a refund.
Well, really one of the most wretched things that's come up in season 2, I think, so far.
Yeah.
Complaining to the bar staff. According to the smell in the bathroom, there's something wrong with the soup.
Oh. Was everything okay with your meal? Well, with our meal.
Yeah.
But I went to the loo and I can tell you.
There's something right. Yeah, I think based on the smell in the bathroom, we won't be having the chicken.
God.
It's vile.
Rendered devil. Horrible. Yeah, send us in your awful crossword clues. Cryptic.
Yes.
This is a good way, listeners. This is a good way for you guys to learn how cryptic crosswords work, and you'll come across like...
It helped me understand them better.
Yeah, and you'll come across like the kind of smart person that gets used to help crack codes in a film about World War II. Or...
Yeah. I aero hard. And then messy. Perfect.
Yeah. Aerated is a disgusting idea. Really terrible. Well, we came back from the Fringe recently. We were recording slightly ahead of time. You and I went out on the last Sunday night.
We
Fringe.
did.
We did our final shows. And then we went and drank a bottle of red wine each and ate loads of beef and potato dauphinoise.
Oh, it was great. Shout out to Chez Jules in Edinburgh.
Shout out to Chez Jules.
A French restaurant that you can't book online.
No.
You got to bring in advance.
The staff
like the olden days.
Yeah, the staff are not Parisian, but they've managed through training to be as weirdly standoffish as
they're all in their 20s.
As real Parisian waiters.
You'd rather use the internet.
Yeah.
No, none of us want to do this. Yeah. None of us want to do that.
What you want is for there to be like an incredibly old French guy who looks like who's that old French creep who moved to Russia for a bit and then moved back again? Gérard Depardieu. You want Gérard Depardieu to be the one running that restaurant?
Yes, yeah. Despite the fact it's and because the restaurant is pitch black.
Yeah.
It's lit entirely by candlelight and it's so loud. And you go, I don't know how the food gets to anyone.
It looks like you've gone there to plot blowing up Parliament in a woodcut.
Oh, it's so great. Yeah. By the end, my handwriting was a lot worse.
It's just from that much beef.
Yeah. Yeah. Guy Fawkes after he'd had the Chateaubriand. he was just so crapulent afterwards.
Well, then...
Bilious.
Well, you went home, which was smart.
I did. I know that our agency, Avalon, were having drinks.
Yeah.
And I didn't go to that.
I went, and then I ended up it was a big sort of, it's the last night, we're all going home after a month in Scotland, all doing this big stressful festival, and our friends were there, and I ended up staying out till like 5.
Your next day must have been awful.
I had 2 hours sleep, and then got on the train.
What time is your train?
9:30, but I wanted to wake up early. I know. But because I was so full of our red wine and beef, and also just loads of beers after that, like a terrible mixture, I just thought I could sleep on this 4.5 hour train.
Yeah.
But I think if I fall asleep, I'll have absolutely no control over some of the worst farts.
The sounds, yeah.
I think if I fall asleep, I'll just go against the window and then just slowly kill everyone else on the train.
Because it's a kindness. I've never farted in front of Katie.
Yeah.
We met
10
as
years
a couple of years
ago.
We met a decade ago.
10 years.
Not that we didn't start dating. I mean, I asked her out the day after I met her. I got turned down.
Yeah.
But I still to this day haven't consciously done it.
Yeah.
However,
Iron anus.
I hold them in out of politeness. And I think that's such a good thing because it keeps the magic of the relationship alive. It keeps that going. And but what I've been told is usually when I fall asleep, I just deflate. So all that work for nothing. Like it's like a bouncy castle going down. Apparently, my sleep cycle picks it up.
Really?
Yeah, and it's all in chronological order. It goes sort of like it's all farts, and then it goes into snoring, and then that's it. And it's like they're separate entities. But I'll sometimes wake up to like a text in the morning being like, I thought someone was breaking in. to the house. And you go, what's it all for then? Why do I bother? I tried so hard. And she'd always be like, it was so gross. I'd be like, but I did my best. You know, like in The Great Escape where they go, make sure you don't fall asleep on the train because you might sleep talk in English. I'm like, I've done as much as I could. But I've been betrayed by this fucking Judas attached to me.
You're Janus. You're Judas Anus.
Yeah.
It's so funny, the idea that she thought it was someone breaking in.
Yeah, you go, because the windows were rattling.
Because it was like one of those ones where it's like, blah!
Gunshots in Johannesburg. Like distant flat cannons in World War II.
Yeah,
but every time it's D-Day and they land, and you just hear they're just constantly just shooting at the sky. Yeah, North Korean test missile launch into the sea. That sort of thing. Yeah,
or just you falling asleep like
It's that, apparently. It's that when someone's like, we need to put the Lilo back in the suitcase because the flight's in 2 hours. She's like putting a foot on my back and on my shoulders just to even it all out.
Slowly folding you over and then stepping on you. There's no alternative though.
But you go, like we said at the beginning, we're clean men. I'm a clean boy. It was not like I've done my best consciously. I'm doing my best. But it's like if I was just sort of like, I'm a reasonable person, and then for some reason my sleep talking was just racial slurs. You go, I don't have any control over that. I swear.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah. The dreams. It's the dreams.
I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. What else can you do? You can't.
Nothing. I can't do anything unless I just go. I'm going to go for a walk around the block, and then my neighbours just think there's just this farting guy. I'm like in Fritz Lang's M. The serial killer always whistles the Alton Towers song. Yeah. That I did in All of the Mountain King, but I'm just farting around
the Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Or people will think it's raining because your footsteps are just like.
Yeah.
Like, guys,
you need new shoes.
Is it muddy outside?
Yeah.
He's walking on pavement, isn't he?
I'm doing my best.
You can't siphon them off secretly somehow.
Yeah. But also, I think she'd be suspicious if before I went to bed, I was just like, I'm just going to stand in the hallway for 4 minutes.
I'm just going to alternately stand and squat in the hallway.
Yeah.
And sort of like punch myself in the stomach.
Yeah, I'm going to do Pilates.
and do like yoga positions.
So she was doing Pilates, and then obviously she had to stop for several months while she was with Buffon.
Yes.
So because she'd already paid for a bunch of Pilates sessions, this place around the corner from us, I was like, well, I don't usually gig a great deal on Wednesday evenings, and I was like, shall I just go and take your sessions? Because I've never tried it before, and I think it might be quite good fun to do. And I went along to like this mat Pilates class for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like doing a fart exam. It's like sitting at A-level in farts. It's unbelievable.
What do you mean?
The positions they put you in. It's like positions designed to make you fart as loudly as you can. And you're obviously and it's a real exercise in restraint because you go, I've got to keep this in. And so I would never let one out ever. But a lot of the men would just be like, it was like opening a window. They just these enormous loud farts, and no one would laugh, and it was so weird.
What?
Because it would be a real like that, like a whoa, like real like you recoil, and then they would just sort of go like, like grumble and get into the next position. You go, we all heard that. There was a guy who used to go with like his 16-year-old daughter, and he would do the loudest farts, and at no point did she go, Dad, I'm going to kill myself in front of you. Like there was like everyone was so fine, and it was like, is this a prank show? Is this a hidden camera show? Because this feels like designed to make me laugh as hard as possible.
But you must have been weeping.
Yeah, but it was like every time I had to go into a downward position where your face is on the mat, I'd be like, thank God, because I can let this out. I can let my laughter out.
Yeah.
But it was like every single position is like legs open, bum in the air, and just push down on your tummy as hard as you possibly. It's like that. You go, this is insane.
Just
Come on.
fully relax your anus and compress your entire torso.
Yeah, and I'd Google all the positions afterwards and be like, these don't fucking exist.
These aren't real.
I'm at some weird fart fetish place.
Yeah.
And she must be so frustrated, the teacher, when she goes home, and she's like, no one fucking farted tonight. What am I doing this for?
I'm losing my touch.
Yeah.
Time was we'd have to do it in the park.
We'd get the farts out of you like an exorcism. Like some old preacher. That you'd get you into positions and it would just come out.
I would, those evangelical healing.
Farting in tongues.
There's, there's.
And it's like Paul Dano and Noel, people like, get back, you know.
But like those evangelical things where like they grab their head and they just start like freaking out. That, but if the guy touches your head,
There'll be blood. Yeah. I've abandoned my ass.
Yes, I do.
I've abandoned my ass. Louder! I've abandoned my ass.
That, but just with unconscious farting. I mean, it's like they're like possessed.
Yeah.
Get it all out.
Yeah.
And people like they faint and they have to be carried back to their seat by guys wearing masks. Like, yuck. So you're not going back to Pilates?
No. Enjoyed it while it lasted.
Too smelly. Let's try some correspondence. So
this if this will be the first non-turd fart bit of the podcast today.
Yes. Well, we'll see.
Unbelievable podcast of the depth so far.
Yes. But you know what?
We make no apologies. It comes around. It doesn't come around very frequently.
It has to happen.
It's like every few episodes. It will happen. It will just happen.
Some silly tat.
Great.
In this house, we believe Bigfoot is real. I'm going to kiss him. He will be my lover. I will be the little spoon. Me and Bigfoot will fuck, and you can't stop us.
No.
It's
A
fun street
I was
side.
going to say that as a joke. I thought the ending was going to be, Bigfoot's wrong, I'm going to kiss him. He'll be my lover. I'll be the little spoon. Me and Bigfoot will fuck, and you can't stop us. Do you know what my favourite bit about this sign is? It's outdoors.
Yeah, it's like
that's like a driveway sign.
It's like an election sign.
Yes, that's not tat. That's excellent.
That's funny.
It's weird. You go, you must hate your neighbours, or you want your neighbours to hate you, or you hate your neighbours so much you've put it on your neighbour's driveway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
is that illegal to nail that into someone's driveway without knowing?
Is it trespass and vandalism in theory? But it's so mild. You'd have to go to court and try and keep a straight face while complaining to the judge.
Yeah, I always thought it'd be a great way to ruin the life of someone who lives in the same town as you. Is to print off a picture of them and nail it to every tree. There was a guy called like Simon who you didn't like, and I'm just thinking of someone I went to school with. But if below it you said like, I'm looking for friends. Want to be my friend? Here's my number. If you just put it on every tree, you could ruin that person's life. Is that illegal? Impersonating another civilian?
It's so hard to prove that you did it. I think it is illegal to distribute someone's phone number. But how would they ever catch you?
Yeah.
Maybe it's worth a try.
Just a big picture that says, I'm not CRB checked, but want to hang?
Oh.
No, but with adults, I mean, it says in brackets, with adults, obviously.
With adults, so it's fine.
Yeah, yes.
And it's all in Garamond. It's in a really inappropriate font.
Yeah.
Papyrus. That's fine. I don't like the idea of Bigfoot as a lover. I don't think you could call him that.
Yeah, it's because the closest we've seen of him is Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah.
And he looks dreadful.
Yeah, he'll have some kind of baffling genitals that he's a monster.
Yeah.
He's not a lover.
No.
He's not going to take you to Paris.
What do you reckon the deal is with Bigfoot was something I couldn't really get my head around as a kid. I wasn't sure what I was meant to be impressed by or what was meant to be crazy.
Yeah.
It was a monkey that walks. I'm like, I can.
But
I can.
But also the monkeys can.
Yeah,
like gorillas
do. I do not understand what I'm meant to be looking at here.
Yeah.
But I think, but also maybe that's the petulant. So I think I was a very jealous kid, and I didn't like people being celebrated for things that I myself could do.
Okay.
So if my parents were like, "Look how clever the dog is! The dog can shake your hand," I'd be like, "I can shake your hand," and you've never once said, "Well done, you." So I'd be like, "I can walk better than my posture's better than Bigfoot's."
I'm bad,
and I've got clothes on.
I'm bad at being photographed.
Yes, yeah.
I'm blurry.
Yeah.
No one's ever sent a team of hillbillies to try and potentially hunt and skin me.
I just think Bigfoot's such a mad thing to make up that I'm almost inclined to believe it more because I'm like, it's so deeply unimpressive to me.
Yeah,
it's like when they go the big British supernatural stories are all about like the big black wildcat of such and such a forest, and you go, okay.
Or like a big black dog. That's frightening.
Yeah. So I don't. What are we doing here?
It should be a vampire.
Is it? Yeah. It needs to be minimum witch.
Minimum witch.
Minimum witch. You must be this witch to haunt me. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
For like BBFC age ratings on movies being like U, PG, 12A, 15, 18 should be sort of like there's witch, there's ghost.
Yeah.
Then like absolute top is Dracula. Is the D word.
Alucard. Alucard. Yes. Backwards, yes. Reversed Alucard, yes. Your bit about being afraid of Dracula is a great bit.
It's too loud to do on a podcast, but anytime someone mentioned it in polite conversation, I'd scream really loudly. And go, sorry, like I'd been jump scared. Maybe sort of like, it's like if you read one of the big novels of the 1800s or whatever, and you're a big fan of Sherlock Holmes or Dracula. Sorry. Whew, don't do that to me, man. Don't do that to me, man. Yeah.
Don't mention him.
Or sometimes if I'd just be scribbling away and drawing on a piece of paper, I'd suddenly just yell out loud. I'd be like, what? I'd be like, sorry, man, I just drew Dracula. Sorry. It's scared.
Blair. Yeah. The closer to that kind of classic Blair Dracula, the more pathetic it is.
Yeah. It's a Romanian guy biting you. Okay. All right.
I guess I don't want that.
Yeah.
We got some good wackaging from Ali. So I'm not quite sure what it is for.
Stars is the channel that's just puts movies on all the time.
On Disney?
Is it on Disney?
Yeah,
it's Stars with a Z. What is it?
Yeah, if it's what I think it is, it's the best bit about the Disney Channel. It's the best bit about Disney Plus, because Disney Plus is categorized into because I think a lot of people assume that certainly before like The Bear arrived, a lot of people assumed that Disney was just it's Nemo and it's all the Pixar films and stuff like that.
For a while, yeah.
And aside from it being obviously every single Disney thing, obviously it's then got its separate Simpsons thing, then it's then got separate National Geographic, and then it's got separate all of Marvel. And then it's got a thing called Stars, which there's something about it, but I was just sort of like, this is going to be like entirely, in my head, I don't know why I've decided it's called entirely African movies. It's going to be like it's going to be cinema from a random continent. And it's going to be sort of like, maybe it's sort of like entirely Nordic films or entirely movies from South America or something like that. Stars is just an excellent movie channel.
Really?
It's just movies, and the films are fantastic. It's much better choice than like Netflix or Prime. It's so good. It's so good. It's so many films that you just don't immediately spring to mind. It's never got like, the hottest release has just dropped on Stars. But you go from like the 70s through to like 2010, you go, it's pretty comprehensive categorization of a catalogue of films that were good. Like if you suddenly go, I'm in the mood to watch like The Fugitive, I bet The Fugitive's on Stars. It's that sort of caliber of film.
I don't care. One of the best lines.
Yeah, great.
I don't care.
Where's my wife?
There's the man with one arm, which does sound completely made up. But this is Bullshit Stars billboards.
Okay.
So their motto on these billboards is, we're all adults here. Right. And it's like they've done that thing where...
Just a picture of a dick.
Yeah.
Is that the film company?
And they go, I guess I will scan that QR code. We regret to inform you, as per your latest request, elegant nudity is still nudity and cannot be displayed on our billboards. It's like a fake email. So it's like Stars billboard campaign.
Oh, no. Sorry, may I?
So the joke is like, we tried to put cool billboards up, but the man said we couldn't in these emails. But we're all adults.
Yeah, tell us who the email's from. Who's the email from then?
Who's that from?
Yeah. Just say TFL and let TFL see you. But also you go, Stars, an offshoot of a Disney Channel, was never going to show you, like... Sharon Stone. Of course, it's not going to be on a billboard. What are you talking
the Sharon
about?
Stone muff shot just on the tube.
Of course, it's not going to be that.
We've frozen it for you.
Or just like Michael Fassbender's dick.
Everything you want to see.
Yeah. And you go, what's this? Is a Maid of Ale station. There's a school around the corner.
It's a busy commute.
Yeah.
These Spanish teenagers.
Yes.
Well, it's the least sexual advert they've ever seen. But, if there had been some German ones, they'd be outraged.
I always found it so funny. Family holidays to Spain as a kid. Yeah. The TV would always be German. It'd always be German TV. And you sort of like sit your way through.
MTV Deutsch.
Yeah. I always really loved the trailers for stuff where they just couldn't be asked to translate the title of the film.
Yeah.
And it would be sort of like... ein classy Film mit Peter Sellers im Dr. Strangelove, How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. And it would be a case of like, they go, because we couldn't translate it, we just decide to say the title really quickly and just throw it under the table. A bit like in the UK when you see a trailer for an art house film and they've tried to like hide the fact that it's in French.
Yeah.
And you get to the end of the trailer and you go, They haven't said anything. It's foreign.
Yeah.
It's foreign.
Oh.
But I remember like as a kid, like an advert would just be like a naked man jumping out of a plane and screaming while wanking. And then it would be sort of like, Noi von Colgate. And then it would just show toothpaste. And you go, what? It'd be like, oh, that's like the most pre-Watershed. That's like a 7 a.m. advert.
Yeah. That's in between, Tom and Jerry. And,
Yeah.
Dusty BBs.
Yeah. It's so wild that we're allowed that. And it was an integral part of advertising.
Yeah, people loved it. They watch it as a family. Well, now it's time to go to the filthy advert section that we call the Patreon. So thank you for listening, guys. If you're listening to this on the day of release, we are halfway through Glenn's Soho Theatre run. So
yes,
you've got
as
a
it
few days.
stands, I don't know if there are any tickets left. But if you're unable to get it, the tour will be going all over the UK starting in a couple of weeks. But always worth checking the Soho Theatre website for more details if you want to see it in London.
Check it out. Go see Glenn on tour, and I'll be on tour in spring. Thank you very much.
KOJI.